Right lads, welcome to the year 1836 where we're going to be playing as the Ottoman Empire, the sick man of Europe in Victoria 3. Now some of you who've been around a little bit may realise that I've already done this. I've played as the Ottoman Empire, it was my first ever nation I think, or second nation, I think I played as the Byzantines first, when playing Victoria 3. But here's the thing, I didn't know how to play the game back then. So whereas last time I was floundering and just trying to survive, this time we are going to try to take Vienna, avenge several humiliations. We're going to try and take Crimea. Basically, all of the enemies of the Ottoman Empire shall fall, including Egypt, Tripolitania, obviously already ours, Tunis, Algeria, down there. We're going to head up into Austria and into Russia. And we're going to, as well as Arabia, and we're going to try and get the Ottoman Empire to its previous height. So yeah, this is sort of what we're going to be working with. I don't know, well, I could probably... This isn't in any sort of post-editing. I'm doing this on OBS directly. But yeah, we kind of need to sort of fulfill that if possible. So yeah, we're going to give that a shot today. But for those who don't know, starting as a sick man of Europe, you can see times out over here. You can see the Ottoman Empire is in a period of steady decline. If we do not reassert Ottoman sovereignty and reclaim our place amongst the powers of the world, we will risk catastrophe. So we get these things called Tanzimat. As you can see in the bottom right, they're popping up here. What that does is we need to do 3 of these, or 4 of these, my apologies, 4 of these in order to stop the whole sick man of Europe thing. We have about 20 years, which is a lot longer. I think I barely got it in last time. Suppressing separatism basically just happens. We can do that for 15 years. Education reform, I can definitely do that. I didn't know how to do that before because I was just building universities everywhere. I didn't realize that your education laws mattered. Urbanization is, I can do that. It kind of sucks. Reclaiming Syria should be pretty easy. If we reclaim Syria early enough, we should then be able to instantly reclaim Egypt as well, which gives us another one. Army modernization, pretty simple. So yeah, well, I mean, I'm going to try and hit all of them, if possible, because I feel like I want to flex a little bit. So that's what we're going to be doing. Right, we are going to start off with line infantry, even though we don't have Cottingen. That's the play, I think. Let's start going towards this Tanzimat of urbanization. Basically, we need 75% to have an urban center. Okay, Grenland Port, I'm looking at what are you right now. How many tools do we have? I'm going to grab craftsman sewing, grab butchering tools, and we are going to need an interest in anywhere to do with silk. We need about 10 of these. How do I see what has an urban center and what doesn't? There's got to be a way to do that, right? Right, I reckon we start from the Balkans and spread outwards. On iron frame buildings, and I'm gonna go ahead, get infantry focus, because there's no point in us doing anything until we have line infantry. Wait for that to tick up. Bang, there we go. And now we need to import silk. Oh god, we have no iron and tools. All right, let's actually import iron and tools for now. 100 tools, 90 iron. Okay. Prussia demands we submit and become a protector. Bro, chill. Come on, I'm the Ottoman Empire. I'm not like dead yet. I'm the sick man here, I'm not the dead man. No, I'm not helping. Chink, come on. Get your head in the game. Okay, insufficient taxation capacity, low government legitimacy. These are all things we can change and need to change. This would be really useful to do early because we have currently got an issue with taxation capacity. So this would unlock a lot of taxes. Unrealized taxes of 15k. So we're going to go ahead and grab hereditary bureaucrats. And we should... get rid of it, sorry, appointed. It'll be fine because the intelligentsia wants it, so. Oh, well, you've really sweetened the deal. Go against the #1 great power in the world in return for a regime change in Hanover. How could I say no? I don't need to import tools anymore. That is fortunate we got that done early, okay. Very useful indeed. Okay, whilst we wait for romanticism, we need to get our education, which means we're gonna need Sunni ulema, grab religious schools. No one hates religious schools. Yeah, the radicals, there's a lot of radicals. This is actually, I don't know why, I thought I'd be done by now. I mean, it's only been a year, but you know, I thought I'd have made a lot more headway than I currently have. I thought my economy would be fixed at least. I don't have any decrees going. I might go ahead and grab some consumption taxes. I need to promote social mobility, particularly in the Balkans. That's why I need to be tolerant, because I'm going from the Balkans eastwards. That's right, you're tolerant because you want to be a good human. I'm tolerant for economic gain. We are not the same. We're going to go romanticism. Get that done. Figured out line infantry, but I do want to wait until we have a lot more of a stable economy. Or at least a growing one. I'm just going to whack up the taxes on high until I need to pass these sort of laws. Piss off a lot of people, but that's okay. There's romanticism done. Let's start working on these production side of things. Okay, to get agrarianism in, we are going to need a bit of a coalition here. Switch you out to here. Drop down the budget and force it through. There's the Laith done. Right, notice the lack of any sort of response. Okay. Mass education +1. We're going to need that bureaucracy going soon, but I'm going to solve that through laws. Okay, we're on track. We need more grain, I believe. Yeah, okay, that'll be solved by technology, dye workshops. Why are we starting to grow a little bit? Yeah, the issue. Oh god, we actually got agronism. The law stuff is going real well. Okay, so now we need per capita taxation. So now we need currency standards. Not realize we didn't have currency standards. Okay, so 23 months, and then we can get. I think that'll be everything we need for that first one. So bureaucratic reform will be done. The issue is, right, we need to have. Come on, lock in. Got to avoid the star for some reason. Okay, so the issue is that it gives us minus 25% bureaucracy. This outmoded bureaucracy thing. Right? So we're going to need to get to 0 in order to then have another 25%, which is a bit sort of ridiculous. We're 5 years in, and we're like, I want to say 3 years behind schedule. Like, we're doing worse than I did the first time around. Enough bureaucracy. Try and grab some of these unrealized taxes back. Because I don't really want to push against Egypt until we're economically ready. But now I'm starting to think that was a mistake and I should have gone for it. Their troops are going to be better than us. 35 and 45. We've got regulars. You know, I'm sort of loath to move on them. Provided I can, with 10 years, which gives me 6 years left, right? 4 years, okay. I have to go to war with them in 4 years, pretty much. Because that gives me a buffer of a 5-year truce and then to finish both of the wars in enough time. This one will be that's 2. Our modernization I can get, that'll be 3. 1, 2, 3, and then well, hopefully 4. Like I said, I want to go for all of them. That's my issue. I've been way too cocky. Alright, we're starting to make a lot more money now. 5 minutes left for currency standards. Then drop the taxation level. Oh, sorry, 5 minutes, 4 months. 4 months left until currency standards. Then I drop the taxation level to get us the legitimacy to push through per capita taxation. Did us nicely. Criticism's done. Per capita taxation away. Keep researching the agriculture. That actually gives us enough to pursue the next level of education. That should be fine. How are we doing on urbanization? Never checked that. 46% out of 75%. We'll get that one. The paper is going to be expensive. What's our deficit of paper right now? 181. Find somewhere that doesn't have any urbanization. I'm going to get this. Need the success chance after the malus we just suffered. Drop that down. Take the loss on the chin for a while. Increase the speed at which per capita taxation goes. This is going to be a close one. Just size 90 urbanization. What do we always need more of? Putting a workshop there. Also need to be decentralized. I think the Ottomans definitely have like the most interesting because of obviously the Tanzimat stuff, most interesting game of in Victoria 3. Oh my god, what? It was like at 20%. That's the Tanzimat done. Not about to enter a bureaucratic deficit. Okay, we can change that. The laws we've been super lucky on. Alright, there we go, that's the Tanzimat. And that's why we suddenly have a load of these. Okay, education increased. Tanzimat done, that's 1. Okay, there's a lot of bureaucracy to play with. On a professional army, spike up to maximum taxation. Let's start mass production. Look at how much cash we make now. Okay, what I do want to do is sort out our services. Any covered markets? It's not relevant. Urban center, market squares. How much do you need? 100 glass. How much does each one of these produce? 10. So we need 10 of these. All right. Things are starting to look up. There is about to be a revolution. That was a clutch event. That was okay, right. Do something the landowners would like. It doesn't, you know, screw me over. Oh, it all screws me over. Cool. So who wants a police force then? Intelligentsia don't. Intelligentsia don't care about this, so I just need to get bourgeoisie in, which I'll do after they stop with the whole revolution thing. Drop the tax rate down, solve a lot of our issues. Okay. Need to make sure. Just wanted to make sure that they didn't have too high relations for us to. The education one, I've never been able to get because you have to increase it by 35%, so up to 50%. We still have like another 20% to go. No, 30% looks like. Which is then harder if you decide to go down the this one. So I'm sort of 50-50 on it. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to import artillery and small arms. That should fix our issues with grain. He's struggling with 4 arms. And this from Russians as well. Or, you know, not. One, disappear. Excellent. Okay, now I can bring you into government. Rid of the rural folk, bring you in. The thing is, I want to get a professional army. They didn't want to go for it before. Okay, urban centers. Market squares. 272 tool. Urbanization is going well. Separatism is going well. Education reform might not happen. We're behind time on everything. Oh god, I came into this being like, yeah, I want to do it perfectly this time around. Really messed that one up, didn't I? Alright, barracks. How much do we have left? Basically now, okay. Now the Russians might come in against us, but I think we can handle them. 39 and 50, and he's got 35 and 45. Okay. Even forces are loyal. No battalions in reserve. Alright, there we go. We're gonna have to fight Russia. Kinda sucks. I have a little bit of a trick up my sleeve. Don't know how well it's gonna go. Okay, well the army's holding for now. At least we can suffer some losses. Oh god, that's miserable. A 2-on-1 in that regard is bad. It just depends on this really. 6 versus 4, we'll defend against. Nope, we won't. Okay, fortunately we are in his capital, so there's that. And there is we're going to cause enough havoc over here to warrant him collapsing and just hope he doesn't murder me in that time. It looks like he's focused on all the other fronts. This has gone spectacularly well. Okay, you've just decided to abandon the front. Not sure why you've done that. Still the boys are holding. Well, kind of. Minus 52, 62. Just desperately shifting troops around. 97. Come on. There we go. Nice. Now we need to bleed Russia. All right, now we just need to focus on urbanization in the new regions we've conquered. 2 more there. Syria already has 1. This place is okay. Baghdad is getting taken out as well. Okay. You have, yes, perfect. You are now 1. What about you? Yeah, Cyprus. How many people live in Cyprus? 135k. Not really worth building that much on in comparison to elsewhere. Okay, even though it's not urban, I still need to build, like, we have a massive, like, okay, so we have 27 million, right? Which is not that big of a GDP. But the way it's set up is in such a healthy way. I mean, look at our construction capacity. We can just start booming. I expect us to start really going for it soon. I know I've been saying that for the last 10 years, but it's true. Atmospheric engine pump, perfect. 170 coal. Atmospheric engine successfully completed. Let's get the mine throughput, and then get the tools. Not really steel yet, but you know, when we do. All right, how close are we now in terms of the... Our modernization, we're actually pretty close. Urbanization, we are completely the wrong thing. Not urbanize Ottoman Empire. Tanzimat urbanization, 5%. Way. That should just be like 1 or 2 more. Okay, I do want to get a steel industry going. How much are we going to need for that? We're going to need 360 steel. Everywhere's in turmoil, that's fine. Standard Laith gameplay. Okay, what number are we? The 9th of the world. What, the Confederates? Dude, it's been so long since I saw the American Civil War. Like, I haven't seen it in I want to say about 2 months. Well, that's nice. Well, not the Confederacy, you know, the rarity. We're gonna move on. Okay, now we can stop like artificially doing our economy and spreading it out. We can actually start doing some economies of scale stuff. So that's the urbanization done. That'll be the 3rd one, and then this will be the 4th one. We're still gonna do it, but it was a little bit shaky there for a while. Got lucky with some laws. The reason we're shaky is because I went hard into trying to get the education reform one because I've never gotten that one before, and I still won't. You've got to increase the literacy of people by 35%. We're on 40%. I think we start at 25. So we'd need up to, oh God, we need up to like 50. Oh, no, wait, 60? 25 plus 35. Oh, that's embarrassing, isn't it? There's the steel. We need a couple more spread around the place, actually. There's the separatism. There's 4 more declared interests. Italy and the Horn of... Wait, what? Where's my Qing one gone? More glass. Missing 600. Logging camps, okay. Everyone's produces 60, right? Yeah. Okay, October this year means that we need to actually start. Dude, I tried hard with the education reform. Can't quite get rid of the government's principles just yet, but I might be able to get it going if I go for census suffrage. Well, I'm glad the suppression, how have you managed to let that happen? Tanzimat's done, right? Yeah. The suppression Tanzimat's already finished. They completed it. I can't believe I've actually allowed Bosnia to try to get free. Skirmish infantry are a thing. Alright, we've got land back. Services. Okay, in which case, let's go ahead. Market squares and gas streetlights. How much coal do we need? 6. Oh, shit, somebody reputable. Okay, we're fine. Market state. Or Egypt. Well, I can't give you that. So, French can't give me. Well, that would have been nice. Honestly, right, I don't see any reason why we wouldn't deploy the same strategy as last time. Now, let's find out how we can make you loyal. We need another 6. Dedicated police force. Dedicated police force. That should make you loyal. Yeah, that's another 15% offense defense, which is huge. Yeah, but I want to try and take something from the... Ooh, I could offer you a Crete treaty port. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with that. I don't think you got there in time. Means I wasted my maneuvers. Okay. Cheeky naval invasion. Having said that, I don't know that it's going to matter. Everyone's constantly tunneling this contamination. Still pushing them back, despite the stiff resistance. Alright, and apparently he's got men in reserve, so the naval invasion failed. Okay, we're going to have to do this the standard way then. Holding off nicely up north. What else do we need? Building 5 tools. 231 iron. Do that. Coal, 187. 368 or 367 textile mills. Slowly pushing there. Still the heroes over here, holding them off, giving us the time we need. I'm going to switch to this side of things. Seems like it'll be slightly easier. There's railways. Means we are going to need motor industries. Sometimes I hate this game, man. 5 Egyptians versus 152 Ottoman troops. We get 1 in there. It's actually going to be kind of close. And without time to spare. Cut this one real fine. Woo! Okay, there we go. Sick man of Europe completed. The Tanzimat, the reorganization. The Ottoman Empire successfully modernized and reasserted itself on the world stage. A new era begins for the Ottoman state. Go ahead and reconquer Balkans. We're lacking 274 steel. Yeah, our GDP is now 50 million. Definitely on the up. I also need to start building. I'll build it over here. 2 chemical plants. I need munition plants soon because we have our skirmish infantry, which means we need ammunition. Over the next sort of 4 years, like 1860, we're gonna start modernizing the army. That's when our next plan to go to war. 1860, probably against the Greeks. But when that happens, I need to be basically self-sufficient and with the Europeans economically. I'm gonna go laissez-faire. I'm gonna go for market, free market. That's the play here, I think. What I'm gonna do. Jesus Christ, it's so much steel. Are we selling it? Yeah, we're selling it. We're selling up 1 point. No, okay, let's get some protectionism going on that front. 428 coal. Are we selling coal as well? Yeah, so, I enacted laissez-faire, but everyone wants to revolt until agrarianism's back. So what I've done is I've frozen the government by just having the industrialists in charge. It's kind of stupid you could do that. But that means that they're placated because technically it's going through, but it's not going through. So I can just freeze them here till, well, get what I want. This one should pass. Yep, they've just passed 100 mil. We are chasing them down though. The game wants me to puppet Egypt. Okay with this. Still got 2 more years until the truce is up, and also still 2 years until the truce is up, and also until I'm sort of in an economic position I feel confident. Yeah, the Austrians are like kind of outstripping me here. They're constantly double my economy. Everyone else I'm catching up to, but it's just the Austrians. I can't wait for the new patch to go live. Then I could play on that where the Austrians don't just, I don't know, dominate economically every single game. I still haven't done the 55% that I need. Wait, is it? It's more than 60% you need literacy rate. How do you do that beyond like just, I mean, just getting rid of states, I guess? That would work, maybe? So sewing machines and mechanized workshops, go for precision tools, mechanized looms. All right, let's go ahead and puppet Egypt. With any luck, they'll just bounce. Bane have rivaled me. Tale as old as time. Constantly building tools. I might have to go like protectionism with dynamite to try and get the most out of our lands. We're running out of people, and I've got 24 million. I'm actually so tempted to go with protectionism. All right, sweet. Egypt back down. That should trigger the Veiled Protectorate. Ottoman Empire secured dominion over Egypt. The state of affairs is quickly becoming known as the Veiled Protectorate. For technicality, Egypt remains legally subject to Ottoman Sultan, who helplessly observes the situation. Today, the Nile was inundated with blood. Those who opposed the new regime were quickly put down. The Ottoman diplomats and politicians have fire in their eyes as they discuss, under the shadow of the pyramids, how they will bring civilization to the lands of Egypt. So for 5 years, we get prestige and influence, and Ottoman relations towards the Ottoman Empire deteriorates by 20. We just hate ourselves a little bit. We just like them. I like that. I'm just hating myself. Must mean Egyptian relations, surely. Oh, they went bankrupt. Okay, with the Ottoman Empire looking kind of healthy now. Okay, 3 more years and then we'll begin our conquests around the globe. How many more munitions do we need? We need small arms. Munitions, okay, 90 small munitions or 100 munitions. What's more of those then? Do 3 just to be safe. Arms are being made from 50 and I'm building 3 of them. Damn, okay, we need a lot more. All right, what else do we need? Wood is just absurd. I just need to import it somewhere, anywhere. Clothes 656. Do that. We want to go food industries, start improving the lives of our peasants. Plus, there's alcohol, so we get booted up and not thinking about, you know, where they currently exist. Build a bunch of barracks as well, like a ton. Lower Egypt is going to be worth so much of our economy. Yes, 12%. It just has such a high population, they just keep on like building into it. Okay. We're still 50 million behind Austria. Russia's doing well, but we're just constantly 50 mil behind Austria. Right, there's that. Proof fertilizer, because I think people still need grain. No, I'm lying. I'm lying to you. I'm lying to your face. It's not true. People don't need grain. They're fat. They need breech-loading artillery. I'm trying to enact multiculturalism now. People calm down enough such that I can go ahead and do that. Don't need that anymore. Perfect. Need so much more wood. Yeah, I get close to 100 mil. He goes up to bloody 150. Okay. Vienna is looking like it's going to be a hard task to achieve here. Okay, we're going to have to get ourselves breech-loading artillery and then just go for it. I can't have this going for this long. They got line infantry and they got mobile artillery. 40 and 51 respectively. Ours is currently 45 and 50. Why is it so low? Mobile artillery. Ah, he's got shrapnel artillery, that's why. I went in now. Okay, well, we have skirmish. So we need to wait for this next tech. So I've invested a lot of time into trying to catch up with Austria. They've now extended it to 90 million gap. I've been doing well. Don't get me wrong. I've surpassed every other European power. I'm almost double the size of France. I am double the size of Prussia. But it's just the Austrians. I don't know what the hell kind of PEDs they're on. Yeah. But I did say we're going to start conquering by this, well, by, 9 years ago. But still, it's been me trying to tear my hair out, or like figuring out what the hell the Austrians are doing. I'm pretty sure the only way I'm going to beat them is just to smash them. We do have better troops. So there is that. Oh, great. The Russians get involved. Standard. Okay. Wow. Gotta quickly smash the Russians. Why not? We're outnumbered, but our troops should be enough to carry the day. I mean, they are literally the best of the best. I mean, yeah. Barely losing a man. And I have been developing our navy just a little bit because why have one front against the Russians when they're stacking everything on your border? When, well, you can have two. Specifically in their capital. So, we've got 100 units just charging around their capital. So they now either have to fight over here, which looks like is what they're doing. What are you doing? Please don't tell me you went over here. Why? Why would you go over here? Don't travel over there. I didn't tell you to do that. Stay. This front has literally no one here. We don't need reinforcements. Literally, your only job is to hold here. That's it. Don't do anything else. Well, we found a Russian unit. The only one that offend the entirety of Russia. They've actually pushed into my land here. This is the one time you do switch round. When there's 274 Russians versus 15 units. Come on, Russia. Just submit. I literally have a decent chunk of your territory under my jurisdiction. Also, I did a little something here that may be a reason why a lot of people decided to embargo me. Yeah. So it took a fair amount of land. Doesn't look like a very healthy nation. Got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 outcroppings. And Indian territory seems to be free. Oh, congrats, lads. Well, Mexico's not collapsed at least. I'm just trying to take back the Balkans, and Russia decides to rear its ugly head once more. It's going to be the exact same thing we did before. He never learns. He never defends it. We're starting to defend it now. All right. Trying to whack up taxes. Currently, they're on the currently my taxes are on the minimum level, so I might have to do something about that. Save a bit of cash. 147 being held off by 32 guys. Oh, it's amazing. A lot up north are doing well. Nice to watch the two sides of the fight get slowly closer and closer. He's still not broken out of this pocket. It's still 150 troops versus 32. And there we go. Oh, Austria-Hungary sorted out, well, the Hungary side of things. The GDP is 2.6 million. It's now expanded to a 100 million difference. My God! Russia, don't get involved again, mate. Please, there's literally no more land I want from you. I've secured everything I need. Don't do it, Russia. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, nice. They backed down super early on that one. Literally, I can't annex any of you. I can annex Egypt. Seems a bit redundant. I can't annex you lot because you're not, you're a protectorate. Fine, die. Means I need to find somewhere to invade. Colombia, maybe? Over here, they got some die. 25, maybe? Juris, who are you? That's Great Britain. Benin, potentially. Wouldn't be enough to satisfy my needs. Oh, hang on. The Portuguese one over here would be, though. You're not allied to anyone, are you? Oh, God. You're not protector Austria-Hungary. All right. Whack it on high, and then we're making money. I have an idea. Relations with Tunis are too high. In the meantime, I think once I've got Hejaz, Nejd, there's probably... I mean, let me have a look at that map again. See, now, to me, I don't need to take Nejd. Well, I kind of need that eastern part. I have most of the top part. Yeah, I've got that. I need Tunis. And then we're just going to need the little states near me and then parts of Austria-Hungary. And I think that counts. All right, so let's go after Nejd then. All right, it doesn't say anything about Persia. Well, I'm just not going to take Persia. I don't think I need to. There you go. Zoom in, zoom out. Suddenly they're green. Sorry. What was that? So there was something about Austria-Hungary in there for a second. My God. Okay, we've closed the gap slightly, but like that's ridiculous. Would anyone join me? Nope. Now for this one, I need to keep the front as narrow as possible. Only issue with small arms. As in, like, I have a deficit of small arms, not that my own arms are small. Yes, in my day-to-day life, I struggle. It's horrible. How much opium do I need? It doesn't say. Oh, it does. Okay, 800. Not the time for revolutionary Nejd. Okay, well, Nejd is there. Really? Communists are here. Oh, it's a good start. Very good start indeed. Double the casualties. I mean, casualties are definitely in our favor. Cost of war is also quite painful. We're gently fighting out, and that should be a victory. Yep, swings to the other side. I was wondering why the front freed up. It looks like Prussia is also fighting Austria. Gives us a bit of an opportunity here. Person wants a white peace. The war sport should decay enough soon. Not sure why the war sport's like plummeting harder than... God, look at that. 400,000 dead for the Austro-Hungarians. The GDP is now within 60 million, though, the Austrians. Probably has something to do with me stampeding through the lands and burning their factories. Oh, 51 versus 2. That's the kind of odds we like to see. Okay, so now the Prussians are fighting the Russians. Everyone's at war with everyone, by the way. It's kind of a bit ridiculous. We have finally taken Vienna. Ladies and gentlemen, we have avenged the 17th century, the heyday, the swan song of the Ottoman Empire. Wars cost us 17 million, but we've killed 1 million. Look at the difference in casualties. That's the difference that our like superior military technology makes, and like investing heavy into it. Whereas the AI sometimes like they hybridize. Nice. The AI has a tendency to hybridize it, We didn't do that. Instead, we went straight for all out. Clearly, paid off. Time to mop up the little ones. Also, we now have access to synthetic dyes, which is great. Wait, what's your GDP? We're beating them on GDP. All I had to do was, you know, annex them. We're actually close to Qing. However, you're isolated, so provided that France doesn't add anything, we should be absolutely okay. Apparently, you need opium. There are no peasants left in Lower Egypt. That's a bad sign. Don't need more ironclads. Okay, I actually need to help him. Okay, fine. How is Dalmas? What? How are you isolated? How are you an isolated state region? Bro, you're bored of me. State region. Are you kidding me? It's like watching someone drown in a puddle of water where they could just stand up. Is it because I'm being raided? No, no one's raiding. You're just throwing a hissy fit. You have a level 6 port and you're, you know, connected to the rest of the nation. Austria-Hungary immediately abandoned support. That's good. What I like to see. 7,000 shirts need to be made. Okay. Is anyone actually employed in Luhansk? Because, like, it keeps on telling me that there's, like, a ton... Yeah, look, people just aren't joining the factories. I keep on building this place, and most people are employed in the bloody railways. Export fertilizer to the Qing, tools to the Qing. Me and the Qing are great trade partners. So I'm going to import tea from them. I'll import wood from them. We're the #1 great power. Pretty sure that just enabled me to, yes, surpass them. Okay, we're #1 in GDP. Did not think I was going to get that in this one. No, Russia, buddy. We need the rest of our divisions then. Hey, guess what we're going to do? Immediately after we've conquered Moldavia. Get this war to finish quicker. There we go, that's Moldavia. Seems ill-advised. I don't know if this is a smart choice for you. You know, considering the fact that you can't reach me. You're actually going to go through with this. For God's sake. Prussia! I don't want to have to do this. Oh my god, he's actually made me fight this. Oh, for God's sake. You can't get to me. And I can't get to you because I can't select my bloody navy. Because it's all these stupid pop-ups. I can't pause them. Dude, raiding me with a tiny fleet like that? Really? You're just gonna give me Prussian war operation? Sure, man. Just like, why even do this in the first place? Waste of my time and yours. All right, Austria-Hungary wants to get involved. Says something they're fearful even with Austria-Hungary's help. They're too busy trying to hold me off on this one front down here. And they've sort of neglected the rest of Austria-Hungary. Oh my god, Radical Britain. Okay, looks like Britain has taken out Radical Britain. I love having trench infantry before everyone else. Yeah, 50 million ahead of the Austro-Hungarians. That's going to change a lot. Actually 3 times the GDP of France. Listen, chaps, you're not going to like the peace deal I did. But you're going to have to accept it. It's okay. Well, we're in the outskirts of Vienna now. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're so good that we have minus 40,000 dead. We're that good at combat that we birthed an extra 40,000. How does that happen? Are we growing troops? Are they agreeing to join us? Never seen that before. Yeah, okay, so those are the borders. I've split Austria into 3 because I want to, like, destroy their economy. And this is the best way to do it. Because, yeah, they should all suffer a bit. Oh, that's how. Damn it. He's got him in the market. That works. We took Vienna. Our GDP is now 370 million, and the Austro-Hungarian one is about to dip below 200 million. But I think that is where we're going to leave it for today. I think I definitively secured my goal. A little bit shaky to start. We were, what, like 6 months away from failing off the bat, but we bounced back and we succeeded. Very strange game, this one, given that Mexico survived and the Confederate States of America spawned in, and, well, they didn't really have a civil war. They just sort of agreed to separate. Less of a north-south divide and more of an east-west one with certain states not joining the Confederacy. Rather interesting. And Dahomey taking out France. Love to see that. Oh, the Dutch East Indies are independent. Right, so I'm tempted to redo my Byzantine one and go for like Byzantium into Roman Empire sort of thing. Because I've done the Roman Empire as France, but I like the idea. It's a hell of a challenge going from Greece to the Byzantine Empire to then restoring Rome. So if that's something you want to see, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out. Otherwise, I'll see you all next time. Goodbye. Huge shout out to our patrons, most notably Charlie Demerel, Krilly, Flyerton, JDow52, Cargon, Xiaomi, Lewis Wright, Nicole's Christ, QA Shard, Redguard, and Shadow Singer. Your support means a lot, guys. Whilst you're here, you might as well click on another video. I mean, it's literally right there.